What is good, YouTube? Today is March 31st, last day of March, Tuesday. Didn't take any trades, or I tried to take one trade off of longs, but market is just super wicky. Right now, we are in this consolidation zone after we just swept out New York AM and this data high from yesterday. We have this consolidation zone right here. Tapped into this 5-minute inverse. I wanted longs, but just rejected and came back down to this low that I had. Overall, structure market is bullish. We did just inverse this 15-minute gap. Price has been tricky. This is my first recap in about 3 or 4 days now. Monday, I took a trade, break even, didn't feel the need to post it. Friday, I took a trade, break even, didn't feel the need to post it. So just not executing, I should say. Even though we are seeing the plays, I just can't keep getting break evens back to back. But since today is the last day of March, I will be doing a recap of price action or of my trades. Not a too in-depth recap, but just a basic overview. So as we can see here, I believe I had a pretty good March. I would say I had a pretty good March. And coming in, this was Monday. I was trying to be a little bit passive, so I took this loss. And what I've noticed is all my trades are overall pretty much the same. You know, they're pretty much the same. We're taking a lot of our trades out of inverted fair value gaps. Some of them include SMTs. A lot of them have higher time frame PD arrays. Sticking to 1 to 2 trades a day max. Usually a re-entry, as it says here. Here, 5-minute bearish gap. And we're trying to take that first inversion out of it. It fails, but pretty much just following the model. 2 break evens here, and then this is a risk-free trade that I took to around this area. I can't really remember. That first week of March, we went 3, 5, and 2. 2 of the losses were followed by wins. So even though the record did show losing, we were up on the week, and we did end up passing our eval off of that. So pretty good week that first week of March. Then we come into the second weekend. We're still taking great trades, and every trade is winning. I believe this was the best week of March. Great price action, following our draws, hitting our draws. Really clean trades. Let me actually put TradingView on the side just in case the setup does present itself. But yeah, really clean trades, following trend, 1 hour gap tab. You probably could have taken this inversion, is what I said. To the upside, a little Judas. And then coming out of this 15, you could take shorts as well. So overall, just reading market, as we can see here, 5 and 3 on the week. 5 wins, 3 losses. I believe those 3 losses were followed by, or the 3 losses were followed by wins. And this third week of March really set me back. Really just bad price action overall. Trending days and consolidation ranges, not really getting any breakouts to either side. So I did end up losing my accounts off of these. And now coming into last week, I took this first trade and then loss on bad price action days, I would say. So just identifying when there's bad price action, and then coming into this week, what was it, 26th? 26 was Thursday. 27 was Friday. Okay. Yeah. And then this is 27. Yeah. Coming out of this 5, another bearish inverse or bullish gap inverse, and you take it down to these lows. I was looking for a max allocation day, even though I did get my sweep. Actually what happened was entered, hit my break even, I went break even, I re-entered, and then we did put in the SMT at the lows, so I should have pulled when we swept these lows that we had. Ended up getting break even. Should have just taken P's. Here again, it says 4 trades: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, not 5. It's 4 trades, but another break even day. Try to take shorts, break even, shorts again, break even, shorts again, break even, shorts again, another break even. So just a lot of break even days. 1, 1, and 4, 1 win, 1 loss, and 4 break evens. Pretty short week. And now coming into today, I did take a trade yesterday. Another break even day that I shouldn't have had, but once again, just not pulling when I know I should. This was the bid coming out of this 515. Coming out of this 15 gap, we inversed this 5-minute bullish, and I took a trade. I was a little bit late on my entry, and we obviously see that this bull gap held price up. But if I was paying attention, I probably should have taken an entry a little bit higher up here, maybe not, because I wouldn't have been front running a 5-minute bullish gap. But I have been break even. I will show y'all overall stats. Let me put this back over here. Okay, I am back. I did just take a trade, or I'm currently in a trade. SMT at the lows, 5-minute bearish gap inverse on the 1 minute. I like the bullish pressure. I might just close out right now, just due to the fact that there hasn't been any follow through. I thought we would have been. I might be speaking too early, and it might close out by itself. I thought we would have been more bearish, and I was looking for a continuation short. Something like this, potentially down to these lows that we left here. But yeah, never mind. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a break even. And targeting probably the stacked relative lows that we have, but we failed to do so. I like the pressure and the bullish order flow coming out. Once we put in this SMT, we did inverses 5. There was this 1-minute bearish gap as well that we have right here that I was particularly looking at. And I just wanted to see, and I like the explosion coming out of it. Got a little bit of a late entry. Probably wanted to get in around here. Would have been a little bit more cheese, but it is what it is. I've been sitting here trying to calculate my stats, but 1 second. Okay, yeah, I think this is just a break-even trade, sadly. But to show stats, 29 trades this month, 34 win rate, 10 wins, 12 losses, and 7 break-even. That's not acceptable. I do need to be better than that. Going into April, hopefully I can catch some momentum and get a cleaner month, I should say. I wonder if there's another re-entry I can get here. 10:09, maybe in a minute, if we end up inversing this 5-minute for real. But I don't like this wick that we just left here now. But I think this does look good. If we end up inversing it, I probably will be off after this. I've been sitting there for a minute looking at garbage. Sitting here for too long. Sitting here for way too long. So let's see. I want to see this gap right here hold and potentially reject, and then I'll probably look to get another entry in. Probably right here or something. Nothing too crazy. Okay, this gap does seem to be holding. Can we switch back to shorts? Okay. I think I'm gonna take another stab at this. Yeah, let me take another stab at this. I'm just gonna be targeting this high right here. Probably stops right here, a little 1-to-1. Let's just see. Do I like this? I don't like it. Market has been fugazi today. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm out. Yeah, I'm done for today. Hope y'all boys caught a dub. Hope y'all boys are staying hands off in bad market conditions. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it though. Bro, something is wrong with my OBS. I genuinely don't know what it is. think I can just close it though. Okay, I'm gonna clip this to the end of the video I just made, and I'm gonna take it down. But as soon as I ended, I did re-enter. I did like the reaction, and we just get this clean model. It has been way too long since we've seen just such a clean model. So before I ended it, I was saying we did inverse it, and I said I didn't like the reaction. As soon as I closed the shut off the recording, I ended up liking the reaction. And so we see that once again it's just textbook. Maybe I think I was in my own head due to the fact that I just wasn't liking price action. It's been an hour and a half already. Like I'm over it, like just chopping, no pullbacks, no entries, and 5-minute gap tap, 1-minute bearish inverse. And it's a perfect inverse due to the fact that this candle is at 10.10. So we get a perfect inverse and we get a perfect entry right above the 5-minute bearish gap. And we just ride the highs. Pause. We ride the highs, first TP, and I pulled early. Once again, market has not been following through on anything. I told myself I need to be taking what is given. So I pulled early around here. Screenshot mid trade 1200. So 23,545-ish is when I pulled. I did say I took a first stab right around here looking for, and I got stopped out at the top of this break even. So I'll just show you my P&L really quickly. I forgot to do that as well. But man, break even Monday, break even Friday, no trading days for real. We'll do. So it's just. So this is what I showed y'all as well. Whoa. So these are still evals. I need a pass, but in due time, hopefully, what's today, Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, hopefully I can pass these by the end of the week. No trading Friday. Coming into next week, I will be funded and I will get a payout. Guaranteed. That's my goal. I'm locked in. Just taking what is given to me. We are currently at 50.7. So I need 2,300. About 1,100 a day. I can do that. That's easy. I'm built for this. Yep, that's today's trade. That's all. I'd give today's price action. I don't know, because we had this 15 minute bearish gap, right? And coming into market, there was a little Judas you could have taken if you found it or if you saw it. I didn't trust it, so I didn't take it. I believe it was this right here. Yep. It's a write-off open. There was this Judas. You really want to see this play out. I didn't take it. I thought it was a little fishy. This wasn't like the other Judases. I thought it was fishy. I didn't like it. Whether a play works should not. Oh, fuck, got chest open. Wow. That's a crazy move. Okay. Whether or not a certain play works is not indicative of whether market or price action is good or not. But there was this first play, it didn't work out, no follow through. You do want to see this inverse play out cleanly to the downside, potentially all these relative LR. We exploded. This was my original draw, this New York AM data highs and potentially this last New York AM. And so we exploded up there with pretty much no entry, right? So right there, this section of price action, I would give a C minus, right? From here on, we consolidate in a 80-point range from 8:52 to 9 for almost 40 minutes. I'd give that a D minus. And then we distribute and inverse of 515. I'd give that a B. There was a short you could have taken, but you would have been shorting into a unmitigated 15 and into a semi-mitigated 5 minute. So I don't know if I'd personally like that, but there were mechanical plays you could have taken. And then last but not least, I did like this section right here where we get a clean inverse and we do get a nice entry plus trade. And if you were targeting potentially this high, I don't know if you would. Is that a 5 minute high? No. Anyways, this is a profitable trade right here. So I will say I like this trade. Good reaction, pullback plus entry. I'd give price action today probably a C minus or C on the dot. I'll say a C for today. But yeah, once again, hope your boys got a dub. That's pretty much it.